Hello, it is Monday and welcome back to another day of me fighting for my life. When I say that, I mean it has taken me so much effort to just try and be normal throughout my day at work. I've eaten like a student today. The thought of getting in certain protein sources has made me physically throw up in my mouth. But I've managed to get about 127 grams in. My goal is 155. Some days are just going to be like that. I'm not going to kick myself for it. I trained this morning. It was all right. I trained upper this morning. It was okay. And I came home to this little letter, which is the results of my SIBO test that I did last Monday. The methane in my breath is more than 5 times higher than what is considered a positive result for like methane SIBO. 5 times higher. When I say I cried opening this and just feeling like I had got somewhere of proving something to someone, I roared. So all in all, a quite positive day on that front. Maggie and I have just been for a walk. We've come home and she is somehow bleeding from her eye. So it was positive up until that point. I think she's just grazed it. I mean, she's acting very normal and completely fine. It hasn't bothered her, but I am going to keep an eye on that, literally, just in case I need to take her to the vets tomorrow, because I'm pretty sure it's her like under eye eyelid and not her actual eye, but I just need to keep an eye. She's not even squinting, so it's not like she's scratched it. You just had a drink. Can you see it? It is just under the eye, isn't it? Either way, if you've been here a while, can you believe it's been a year since I started prep? A year. Wild to me. So to celebrate, I have 2 advent calendars. I have a Kinder advent calendar and I also have a Cadbury's advent calendar, because this baby loves Cadbury's. Freddo, Twirl, Dairy Milk, it doesn't care. Cadbury's. Now, if we're following some of the old wives' tales and shit, sweet cravings are a girl. Nausea, sickness, girl. Oh, but I've got a feeling it's a boy. I will do like some of those because I think it's a bit of fun. I don't believe in any of them, but I will do some. And we'll see where we come out. Won't we, Maggie? Oh. I'm going to just go and give her loads of cuddles and sign the day off there. Constipation is horrendous today, along with everything else. So, might have my last meal as a big old dose of lactulose. It's glam. It's glam. I really, really wanted to be one of those beautiful, just gorgeous, tidy, tight, lovely pregnant women. And I think I'm just finding that is not for me. I am having a rough old time of it in this first trimester. A few more days and it should have passed. And so many people keep telling me the second trimester gets so much better. So much better. Embrace the second trimester, because by the third, you are just large and tired and sick of it. And yeah, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful because this has been rough. I'm still grateful. I hate that I feel like I have to say that. It is, you know, I am so grateful, but I'm also very realistic and honest. So I will not shy away from saying there's been some shit bits, and there's not been, other than like scan experiences, not been a whole lot of positives yet, especially with the bleeding that I keep having. I'm sure they will come. So far, just hard work. I'm also this evening going to try and finish my Christmas shopping because I've got absolutely nothing for my mum and my stepdad yet. And it's the 1st of December and that freaks me the fuck out. People just get fucking harder to buy for as they get older. Like, they've got everything. And I feel like I really peaked when I bought her those Man City main road seats from the stadium. I just feel like I'm never going to top that. Like, pyjamas, football memorabilia that she'll never be able to replace. Shit. Happy Tuesday. Okay, so today, Tuesday, has been a much better day protein wise. I'm not eating like a child. I'm just making what will probably be my last-ish meal of the day. I say that because who really knows anymore? But it hasn't been as much of a struggle to get my protein in today, and I also managed to have a tin of tuna. So I got a good 25 grams of protein out of that meal, where I just had some not cheese, tuna mayo on a ciabatta roll that I bought on Sunday when I didn't know what I wanted to eat. But this seems to be a very good go-to at the minute for me. It's a wrap, it's 3 eggs, it's 3 chicken sausage, it's a little bit of my not cheese, and I have this post-workout and I'm having it now because it goes down an actual treat. I've had a good day in terms of managing to train, and I got a lot of work done, but I felt terrible. I am so constipated, so constipated. My stool is so dry that my lactulose has now stopped working. So I used another laxative that is pregnancy safe, and I know that because I was prescribed it last week or the week before, and I've had that and that hasn't worked either. I'm in a world of pain. I had so much fluid today as well. Just about to put away another 2 litres. It just, nothing helps. Nothing helps, and it's really difficult to feel so uncomfortable. But again, I don't think this would be half as bad if I didn't have the SIBO as well, in terms of like, this is quite a normal pregnancy symptom. I don't think it would be as bad. Maybe it would, I don't know. Maybe this is just how it would be. None of these things on their own are the problem. The problem is that you just can't take anything for the relief. Like, if you're in pain anywhere, you can only take a paracetamol. If you've got a cold, you can't take something that you normally might to get the relief. So you're just juggling everything on top of each other. But on that miserable note, I'm gonna go and eat my piggy wrap. I'm so chuffed for myself though, because last night I managed to get all of the Christmas shopping finished. And what else? Managed to get all of the Christmas shopping finished. I'm actually, I think, sitting around my galleries today. Like, I've actually done it and I've achieved my protein goal. So it's a little win, but it's also not. Like, I feel like I might be on the up in terms of food. Okay, it's desperate times. It's 7:02 in the evening and I've got a cold brew. I will do anything at this point to help myself go to the toilet. I have massively cut down on my caffeine consumption. Throughout this pregnancy, I've had 1 coffee today. On this occasion, 1 other. If it helps me go to the toilet, is fine in my eyes. Oh my Christ. I don't think I've been this uncomfortable this entire time. I'm not a yummy mummy. Not one bit. Not one bit. I've come to Sainsbury's to do some shopping and to grab mainly wrapping paper so that I can get started and get everything done, is my goal for this weekend. Get it done. Get it out of the way. Still haven't bought Andy anything. That is a concern. I feel like something is moving, you know. God, please, please. Please, Sainsbury's have toilet paper. I don't know about you. This is such a weird thing to say, but this is me. Sainsbury's, considering how like bougie some of their products are and their price range, have the worst toilets for customers ever. For a supermarket chain anyway. Followed closely by Asda. Don't know about you, but it seems to be that everywhere, Sainsbury's, bad. Asda, bad. You can tell I've got bowel issues, can't you? Because that bothers me and I know that. Tonight, I'm going to be awake late. However, I feel like the fatigue is leaving me. I have been a lot more alive in an evening for the last couple of weeks. Definitely a week. And I know that because I've stayed up and managed to stay awake watching Stranger Things. That is not a flex. I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have stayed up as late as I have. But I was able to. The capability was there. So I feel like I've turned a corner on the fatigue. Just not everything else. The surgery have prescribed me another laxative, which I'll go and pick up tomorrow. Maybe I'll do like a laxative review. Yeah, why not? This is my favourite laxative for this reason. Oh, God. This channel is just getting worse. I'm really sorry. Praise Christ that I managed to get most of my steps done on that meeting. And I don't have hardly any to get. Oh, God. For the rest of the evening, because I can't be asked to even move. I feel like I'm that full of shit. It is 5 to 3 in the afternoon on Wednesday. And as you can see, I'm at home. I'm uncomfortable. I'm irritable. I just want to be left alone. The struggle is real today. The struggle is real. I'm living off ham and mayo pasta. It's going down a treat. And I just need some alone time. I'm gonna go and wash my hair after this and like have a shower and freshen up a bit, and hopefully that'll make me feel better before I go and pick up my laxatives, because I've had another sachet this morning and nothing's happened still, so I want to try a different one. Literally just trying to show you composition shots because the figure poses just look terrible now. And even this one, I could do worse. I think that's all you're getting. Hello. It is Thursday. I am irritable. I'm feeling angry at nothing. Nothing in particular. Nothing has happened to make me feel like this. Since yesterday, I have also developed a horrendous cough, which is just making me feel like I just want to crawl into a fucking hole and not come out. I've just been to Starbucks to get my coffee of the day because I still haven't shit properly. I'm very uncomfortable. I'm feeling pretty terrible. Did my check-in this morning. Check-ins are just not what they used to be. Like, I'm still consistent with them, but figure poses just look stupid on me right now. So Amy gets a very basic, this is how I'm looking, this is my composition, in terms of a visual alongside my breakdown of how the week has been. And I've even been frustrated with that a little bit this morning. Like, I was very honest about how this week has gone in terms of getting protein in and getting everything done and trying my best. And I don't think until you've been in this position, you understand how difficult it is to be this inconsistent. Like, it's already frustrating. And Amy was like, we need to non-negotiable 110 grams of protein each day. And it's like, on Monday, or was it Sunday? I don't know, either one. It just was not possible. Everything that I could have had, everything was making me not want it. Like, it's harder than just picking. I'm not picking and choosing. I'm not trying to be this difficult. Trust me, it's really fucking annoying for me. And I'm also not going to spend my life going to the supermarket to see what protein sources I can get in that I might fancy that day. I'm already being very wasteful in terms of what I'm getting in and when it comes to eating it, what I'm going off of. It's just not that simple, and it's hard. Feeling like you're not doing enough, when actually at the minute I'm doing enough. I'm doing more than a lot of people would in my position, I feel. Still very important to me. Taking it very seriously still. I'm taking my life and how I fuel my body and how I train and everything extremely seriously. It just isn't that simple. Especially when I'm doing this on top of the SIBO and the dysbiosis that I'm also experiencing, which, you know, makes things doubly hard. Constipation, particularly in pregnancy, is bad. This is worse. It's just worse. And I know that because I've looked into it, how other women with SIBO have coped and how bad it's been for them. It is bad. It is harder. I don't know what I was after today. I was already in a bad mood, and that just rubbed me up the wrong way a little bit. However, I am looking a bit better this week. My composition is better. I don't look as inflamed. And I'm starting to get used to the level of body fat that I'm carrying at the moment. Like, it's just not as bad. I've also looked worse in my off seasons. 6-7 kilos heavier than this. I've looked worse. So it doesn't bother me that much right now. I'm trying to get this in, trying to spark some movement. Gonna get some shopping. Gonna take Maggie for a walk in this fucking weather. Because as you can see, I'm not at work again. I've had another laxative this morning, it's done nothing. I'll have another one later, it'll probably do nothing. It's very difficult as someone that looks after themselves exceptionally well. Not like pro standard where people are like taking everything super seriously, because I'm just not there, and I don't, you know, I love what I do. It's incredibly important to me, but I'm not gonna not have like off-plan meals and things like that. I'm just not. Life's too short. But it's very difficult when I treat myself very well to feel so unwell constantly. I'm not used to that. I make a conscious effort all the time to make myself feel good and that my body feels good. And this is very difficult, to feel this shit all the time and to constantly be coming down with some new illness. I haven't been this ill in such a long time, like years and years and years. But I just don't have the energy and the enthusiasm today for anything. I'm seeing my family later. Andy's family are over, staying with my family and doing something today, which is cute. Like, we're gonna go over and I'm just not in the mood. It's not their fault, it's no one's fault. I just can't be fucking arsed. My social battery is just zero for anyone other than my husband right now. And maybe my mum and dad, which is really bad for Andy's mum and dad. They've done nothing wrong, they're the nicest people in the world. But you know, don't want to be entertaining people that you don't really want to be seeing you at your worst. That's it. I've literally just picked the camera up. Look at the state. Look at the state. It's Friday. I am incredibly unwell. I didn't train this morning, obviously. Yeah, I signed on to work this morning and my boss was like, are you well enough to be back? And I said, well, no, the original problem hasn't quite righted itself. And now I also have what I think is a chest infection. He was like, go to your scan and go to bed. I haven't quite done that, but we did go to our second 12-week scan today to see whether baby would play ball and sit still long enough to get its measurements done. And it wasn't without some extra trying. Radiographer had to tip me on the bed like that to try and get it to sit still, and at that point its head went into my uterus wall and it looked like it was skydiving. Hilarious. We managed to get there in the end, so I'm measuring exactly where I should be, which means that my due date is exactly when I thought it would be, which is the 18th of June. And since then I've come home, I've finished the rapid whilst watching Jurassic Park, and that is it. That is it. That's how bad today has gone. I have, however, found that Fisherman's Friends are preggy friendly, which is great. So I've just hightailed it up to Tesco to pick some of those up, like I was on prep and someone had told me that something was 0 calorie. And I'm just going to slam a load of those in so that I can try and just feel a little bit better and baby sleep, because I just did not sleep a bit, like one bit. I also picked up some of these tiny little pieces of crack. Someone messaged me not too long ago and asked whether I'd tried them, and I said no. And do you know why? Because I just feel like they're a gateway to me just being obsessed with them. And that's exactly what's happened. They are 11 out of 10. They are the nicest things. I bought a fuckload of those. Okay, Maggie. Mummy's very poorly. Mummy's very poorly. She needs to take you out for a walk, but she's hoping that Andy will do it. I haven't even done anywhere near my steps today. I didn't do all of them yesterday, but on days like this, fucking, it just does not matter. In the grand scheme of my bodybuilding career, 2 days where I didn't get 8,000 steps in isn't going to set me back. So I just need to try and get myself well. Today has also been a day where I just don't know what I want to eat. I've had some ham and pasta. I've had my eggy chicken sausage wrap. I've had some crunchy nut with a Bare Bells protein shake, the lactose free, and some fruit. Not a whole lot else. I'm gonna have some soup. Picked up one of these as well that I'll have with a slice of toast and just fester, I think, for the rest of the evening. Today hasn't been a great day, but I'm hoping with a better night's sleep tonight that I might feel better. My pregnancy pillow arrived today. That's the first pregnancy thing I've bought, and I'm going to get that out of the packet in a minute and let it fluff up and see whether it'll fluff up in time for bed, because that might help me sleep. Apparently they're very comfy. It is late in the day on Saturday. It is 20 to 6. Oh, it's 20 to 6, Maggie. We've only just got out for a walk because I am not good, man. Am I, Mags? I've been so poorly today. So bloody ill. And I know I'm just getting repetitive now and it's boring as fuck, but it's just relentless. Didn't sleep particularly brilliant last night, but better than the night before. Today is a bad food day. There's nothing I want. And I've really struggled to get food down me. Of the little energy I had, I channeled it into making sure that the house was ready today for a viewing. Didn't I, Mags? I was tidying. Yeah, I know. So we're tidying the house up for the lady coming round at 12:30, and she came round, and by 2 o'clock she'd put an offer in and we've accepted it, which is mad. Absolutely mad. So I think I'm going to go and see the house that we want again next week and look around it just to be sure. I might take my mum just in case, so she can like laser focus on jobs that need doing, so that I've just got a bit of an idea, a head start on things. And then once all of that paperwork gets sorted on Monday for the buyer's chain, then I'll feel more comfortable about putting an offer in on this house. Everything is changing. But yeah, today I feel like I went on a night out last night and smoked a packet of 20 Marlboro Lights, which I clearly didn't and haven't done for a very long time. But my chest is tight, my nose is full of shit, and my cough is just getting worse and worse. But I have been for 2 poos today, thanks to Pears, so I'm going to have another one. I just keep drinking and try and work out what I want to eat for my tea, which is currently nothing. But yeah, today's been shit. It's just been shit. And tomorrow will probably be shit. But again, I'll try and get a good night's sleep in tonight. See how I am tomorrow. It is Sunday, and I am this close to mental breakdown, I think, if I don't have a good night's sleep or if I don't feel better soon. That's where we're at. Saying that though, I would like to highly recommend buying a pregnancy pillow. You don't have to be pregnant. You don't have to be pregnant to have a giant pillow that hugs your entire body. I've got another sneeze coming on. It's gone. Love it when that happens. I feel like shit. I've done fuck all steps. I don't know whether I will do steps. These last few days, all I've wanted to do is to wake up, feel well, and go and do some cardio and train. I haven't done anything. And I'm starting to like just get really uncomfortable now, just frustrated. But when I go to the gym, eventually, whenever that'll be, I will be taking so much fucking hand sanitizer and like trying my best to protect myself, because I cannot deal with any more illness, especially over Christmas. I said to Andy last night, if we have a second child, we are planning. It's not that we didn't have any like plan or anything like that for this one, and when we would start trying and stuff, and what that might entail of me being pregnant over certain periods of the year, because pregnancy is restrictive anyway, and you just don't know how it's going to go until you have one and try. But for sure, not being under 12 weeks over winter is going to be a go-to. I don't know whether my immune system will slightly improve after this, but either way, being this compromised around when there's loads more bugs and stuff, not for me. Don't want to do that ever again. Right now, this fucking sucks. Like, proper. I won't give a fuck about it in 6 months' time, but right now it's really hard. And I'm not enjoying it. And on that note, I'm going to put on a Christmas film and probably just snooze into my pillow with Maggie. And romanticize all the times when I could breathe through my nose and sleep.